these words, how to get it badly. Hello my friends, welcome to the coolest place on the internet as voted 2020. My name is Melissa, or Missa if you haven't been here, and if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome. I'm so pleased to have you here. Our gin of the day, which is, we've never done this before so I don't know why I'm announcing it like that, is Bombay Sapphire Bramble and something. I don't know, it's very delicious though. Today, as you can see, I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. Also, if you like this eye look, whole makeup look, apart from the lips, I changed them. I did film it, it'll be my last video, Sunday's video. But this fine Tuesday evening, we're going to be doing an anti-haul. Anti-haul. You get the gist. We're going to be talking about ugly makeup, in my opinion, that I don't want, basically. And I'm just going to start with my screenshots that I've grabbed. So the first thing is something that somewhat intrigued me, but I also thought there's no way I'm going to be able to afford it when she brings her makeup out, and also probably is not going to be my style, but the whole JLO range that's just come out, it's all skincare, isn't it? Yeah, like a mask, I don't even know, I can't see, the gel cream cleanser. I don't want a JLO branded cleanser, no offense. I don't really trust her. I'm sure JLO probably has like really good scientists and things making this, but the price point is way too high, and she said it was affordable. It's not. And secondly, yeah, I would rather go to a skincare brand, like an established skincare brand for skincare, and I'd rather she just release makeup, to be honest. I know it's oversaturated, but skincare is so boring. Next up, what's that called? Astrological star signs. Beauty Blender have released, I mean this is revolutionary, to be honest, star sign, you coming up? Star sign beauty blenders, and what do you think? Do you have any thoughts? Yeah, beauty blenders are pants, no offense, but like there's so many better sponges out there. I've probably tried sponges from Poundland that are better than beauty blenders. Beauty blenders are really small, and I find that they leave marks on my face. We all know my favourite sponge is by Coloured Rain. It is the best. But yeah, I mean, this is revolutionary. I think they're like $20. Please don't buy them. There's Coloured Rain sponges in America are like $6, so just buy those instead. You will thank me. In fact, you probably will owe me money, that's how much you will love them. I've got a thing against beauty blenders because they're so expensive and there is so much better out there. Oh, these next ones, the new Naughty's eyeshadow palettes, what are they called? The new 6-pan eyeshadow palettes from Urban Decay. Urban Decay used to be the pinnacle of coolness, used to be the pinnacle of grunge, futurism, retroism. They used to be able to produce palettes that made your soul joyful, and now they're releasing these. The only one that I think is passable is the 1993, so the 90s eyeshadow palette, and honestly it's just because I like the green shade and because I like the tartan on the packaging. It makes me want to get it for Jenny because she loves a bit of plaid. Yeah, they look garbage. I literally hate them with a passion. I understand the colour schemes somewhat, but what are you going to do with them? Nothing. They're horrible. Next up, Violet Voss. There's two from Violet Voss that I detest. The Tie-Dye 4 palette. Who is Violet Voss's graphic designer? Like, seriously, who is their graphic designer? Because they are doing a terrible job. Matty, is it you? The colours, yeah, whatever, they're fine, but everyone has these colours. Why is there a row of brown at the bottom? You just like being on camera, don't you? Doesn't make any sense. And then the other one from Violet Voss is the Forget Me Not. The packaging is awful. The addition of the coral and the copper is stupid, and this palette's like 3 years too late to market. I would say 2 years, 3 years too late to market. Like, honestly, I don't know what Violet Voss is doing. I'm looking at this next one, and the more I look at it, the more I'm like, actually, I kind of want that. I did include the Lunar Beauty, is it Eternal Eclipse? The new palette, I've seen it on Beauty Bay. To be honest, Lunar Beauty's never ever appealed to me. I've never wanted anything from them, but that bottom row and the top row with the silver and the, oh, do you know what, I actually want that palette. Darn it. Is this supposed to be an anti-haul? Oh, this one's fine. Clarity Cosmetics VIP palette. I really dislike this. I dislike how big it is for there being 5 shadows. I dislike the fact that there's only one matte. What are you supposed to do with that? I dislike the packaging. I think it looks like the box of a packet of party poppers from Poundland. It's so bad, and nobody wants 5 shades and 2 of them are pressed glitters. I quite like where they're going with the colour story. It reminds me of the Melt Beetlejuice one, but they've missed the mark. Ugh. These are, who are they by? Lady Gaga, House Labs, Amazon. These 4-way palettes. You see, when I saw this, and I'm sure it must be like 99% of people who know about this brand would agree with me. I thought these were Makeup Obsession. They are so similar, and who wants 4 eyeshadows? I will say that picture is kind of appealing, like the chartreuse and the coral do look quite pretty together, but I feel like nobody really cares about House Labs that much. It doesn't feel very exciting, it doesn't feel new, it doesn't feel like Lady Gaga. I think the packaging's not great, and I don't really hear anyone talk about the brand, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, some of the swatches do look nice. I feel like if I had like 6 of these palettes, I could do a really nice look, but come on, who's gonna buy that many? And they're so expensive. Who's it? Me and Teresa, where we saw that they had like these packs for your eyes, and we're like, oh, we might buy them. It was like £18 for an eye pencil. No. This next one, I'm only anti-hauling it for the fact I can't afford it. I wish I could. It's the Vive Muse by Jamie Genevieve. I like Jamie Genevieve. She's Scottish, so I feel like I've got a bias there. Like, I like her because she's Scottish, but I also really like her makeup. Not that I kind of have the same style, but I do think she's really good at it, and she's kind of like just a cool girlie coming up. But her makeup launch, it's just too expensive for me, and I feel like I am a kind of average consumer, and it's too expensive, like way too expensive. So I've not bought anything from there, and I won't unless it goes like half price. Like if the highlighters and lipsticks went half price, I'd probably buy one, but for that price I just can't afford it. But you know what, kudos to another influencer for releasing a brand that looks, in my opinion, really quite classy. So, you know, that's fine. But yeah, for me, it's just too much, and also the palette is a little boring for my personal taste. I don't think I would spend that much money on it, like even if I was loaded, because I just don't think those colours are very exciting. This next one, I'm anti-hauling it because of the owner, but I will say I would, had I been not boycotting. Can you tell I had a bright pink lipstick on? If I hadn't not been boycotting, I would have bought this palette, the Jeffree Star Blood Money collection. The packaging is so beautiful. I would love to have that sitting out of my vanity beside like my blood sugar, which I don't have anymore. Oh, your little nail's stuck. I also really like the mini liquid lipsticks. I think the shades are gorgeous. There's only one there that I probably wouldn't wear, which is like the mint green, but I would use that as an eyeliner. I also really like the look of the chartreuse eyeliner, and the other ones. What are you doing? Highlighters don't bother me because I don't like the formula. The lip glosses, meh, I don't care, but he's hanging on my desk for dear life. Yeah, I like the look of the collection a lot. I just wish that the owner was not horrible. Next up is the Natasha Dragon and Morphe collab palette. I think it's one of those color schemes and layouts and palette, it just makes me feel really depressed. Like there's certain things in like life that make me feel depressed, like Morrison's Supermarket. The whole color scheme that they do, it makes me feel really sad inside. I don't know what it is. Maybe I've blacked out a memory of something awful happening in Morrison's, but I literally can't go in there because it makes me feel really sad. And this palette makes me feel that way. I don't know what it is. I think it's that like bright blue beside all the oranges and then the darker colours. I don't like that wiggly shade in the middle. I don't like that there's a pressed glitter in it. I don't particularly like Natasha Dragon. And I honestly think this palette is just super duper ugly. I will say though, Elena, my lovely friend Elena, I'll link her up here, she did a video on it and I know she gave it a good review, so I'm sure the quality's fine. I usually quite like Morphe palettes, but yeah, that's literally gross in my opinion. And the swatches don't look, well, they look fine. I'm trying to nitpick them. The swatches look fine. The Huda Naughty palette, Naughty Nude, for the shade in the corner. Also the marbled shades, you never get the same look on both eyes. Why are all of her palettes pink toned? Like, I love pink and purple, let's be honest, but all of her palettes, even if they're brown, are pink and purple brown. But that weird glossy shade is so grotesque to look at that it upsets me. Beauty Nudes did they destroyed it and that was quite appealing to watch. The swatches are fine, but it's so pinky purple. Like everything that she does. I decluttered it. I got it in PR and decluttered it. Ugh. Ugly packaging alert. Unicorn Cosmetics. What is this called? The Wicked Make Me Pretty palette. Do you know what? The colour scheme of this palette I really like. There's some really cool dark grungy tones in here, some really beautiful purples and greens. I feel like Teresa would adore this colour scheme if the palette wasn't all like this. Like, why is there half pans? Why is there bigger pans? Why is there wasted space? Why does it look like this? I think if they had laid this out better and just had all like the same sized pans, this palette could have been a massive hit because those colours are so in right now. Like that deep like teal green. Can you imagine that with that other green and then the mustard and then that like champagne shimmer? Like that could be so beautiful. And to be honest, the colour scheme appeals to me so much. I am debating buying it and just trying to forget that it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Because oh my goodness, it is stunning. It's beautiful, but yeah, the packaging is so atrocious. I don't even like the outer box, to be honest. Yeah, it's a shame because it is gorgeous. Scrolling through trying to see what I'm anti-hauling, it's just pictures of my cat. That's all I take pictures of now. That is how much I can't stop. Anyway, that's gonna be all from me anti-hauling. There's so much more I could talk about, to be honest, but I get really bored of hearing the sound of my own voice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below what palettes, what makeup in general that you're anti-hauling, especially if it's hyped. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm enjoying my gin. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this discussion about makeup that I'm not buying. I could make a video 20 times as long of makeup that I want to buy, but I shan't do that. Your breath smells, mate. What have you been eating? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Just tell Potato how cute he is. He knows it, but you know, it's nice to build him up, give him confidence. Subscribe if you haven't already. I put out 3 videos per week. And on that note, me and Potato, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm just gonna go play for hours. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye. Oh, don't hurt mummy. Don't bite mummy. He's just biting his mummy. I'm a tiger. I'm a tiger.